the targets and the drugs and all. So what kind of a treatment can be done? So as of now, there is no treatment as such. But let us see how exactly this virus infects. So then one can think of about a drugs development or even a vaccine development for that matter, or any other things. So you see this picture over here, what I am showing you over here. This is a complete cartoon which appeared in the Nature again, a paper. The first different kind of stages where this virus goes in. So the first and foremost, this complete virus, you can see over here, that is the 1A. This is the one which comes and fuses with the cell type 2 cells of alveoli, let's say. So particularly a receptor called ACE2 receptor. This ACE2 receptor, which will be recognized by, or else I should say, this S3 protein goes and then binds over here to the ACE2 receptor and get internalized. Can you see over here? It is slowly getting inside. Now mRNA comes inside, totally is in now. And then now what happens is that the second stage is that this viral RNA get translated. The translation process, as you know now, the new proteins get synthesized over here. These new proteins are quite good enough to pack up and make a good, what I should say, viral particle. So it enters into this, it goes into what is so called a small particles over here, and then fuses into this Golgi, and then enters over here, and a translation and mRNA replication it do happen, and then slowly packaging will happen in a fifth, and then it goes and then becomes a complete viral particle. Now what happens is that the complete virion, it is a virus, we call it as virion, and a complete virus, it comes out as an through a process called an exocytosis. Now the another cell will get infected with this virus. This is how exactly it goes on. So though in the first stage, what has happened over here, the monoclonal antibodies being used, which can mimic the epitope of this, let's say, viral coat proteins. So such kind of an antibodies, or let's say even a recombinant what I should say, vaccines can be developed over here. So these molecules can come and try to inhibit the binding of this virus into the ACE2 receptor, so that it will never get into the cell. This is the one way of doing it. Convalescent plasma. And then chemostat and mesylate. This is another one. So neighboring what you call as a receptor, which will help for the internalization process. So there are some kind of drugs which can be used, or drugs could be used here. And then there are other kind of drugs which is being used to a typical viral infections. Let's say one is a chloroquine, hydroxychloroquine, and lopinavir, ritonavir, or remdesivir. So these are the kind of what you call as drugs being used for other kinds of viral infections, not for a coronavirus alone. So these could be a promising candidates, but none of them approved as 100% efficiency. But yes, similar to these kind of drugs being used all over the world. So as I was telling you over here, the ACE2 receptor, which is there in the plasma membrane of alveoli type 2 cell, which will get into this, let's say, binds with the SARS spike glycoprotein on human ACE2 complex. Can you see over here PDB ID, which I have brought in protein data bank, RCS2. Anybody can Google it and go to the PDB protein data bank, and then RCS2. If you give this PDB ID, you would be able to view the structure of this ACE2 complex with the SARS spike glycoprotein. So using this 3D structure, people do plan it and use for some kind of drugs, whether they can go and bind really with the ACE2 and so on. So that's what people are doing all over the world. So as I was mentioning is that some of the drugs like for the treatment right now all over the world people are using ribavirin, lopinavir, ritonavir and so on. So and even a corticosteroid for that matter. So ribavirin, as I was telling you over here, lopinavir and ritonavir. So these are, and also interferon 1, okay, and some of the immunoglobulins, okay, and a SARS convalescent plasma from both in vitro studies has been used for the from the SARS patients as well. So varieties of means of trying to solve this problem and then try to save the patient. Chloroquine and hydroxychloroquine. At a press conference on a Friday, President Donald Trump called chloroquine and hydroxychloroquine a game changer. I feel good about it, Trump said. His remarks have led to a rush the demand of decades-old anti-malarials. So these chloroquine and hydroxychloroquine being used as an anti-malarial, but nevertheless, people have started using these drugs to try to treat. I am not telling you exactly to treat. So try to treat the infection. So why I am telling you try to treat is that it's not the exact drug to be used, but still yes, because the drug discovery is another story as such. So nevertheless, there are other kind of therapeutic strategies, as I have mentioned you, like an antivirals has been used, and some of them are neuroaminidase inhibitors and protease inhibitors and immunomodulators like corticosteroids, interferons, immunoglobulins and so on, even some immunoboosters on some kind of, they are not very strategic one, but nevertheless being used. Scientists have suggested dozens of existing compounds for testing, but WHO is focusing on what it says are the 4 most important or promising therapies. An experimental antiviral compound called remdesivir and malarial implication chloroquine and hydroxychloroquine, a combination of 2 HIV drugs, lopinavir and ritonavir, and the same combination plus interferon beta in an immune system messenger that can help cripple the virus. Some data on their use in COVID-19 patients have already emerged. The HIV combo failed in a small study in China, but WHO believes a large trial with a greater variety of patients is warranted. So therefore, one can think of using all this kind of drugs onto the patients directly. So the reason why I am telling you is that what is the status of the WHO onto this drug discovery or trial of or a therapeutic strategy as such? So due to corona outbreak, what is the status now? So enrolling the subjects in a solidarity will be easy. When a person with confirmed case of COVID-19 is deemed eligible, the physician can enter the patient's data into WHO. So one of the scientific advisor, a technical hand in the WHO, Hannah Mario Hanna, she says it will be important to get answers quickly to try out, or I should say it will be very important to get answers quickly to try find out what works and what doesn't work. We think that randomized evidence is the best way to do that. This is what the status of the WHO. So we can directly enter into the clinical trials. So usually the clinical stages which goes in for a new drug, so it goes into years together. First phase, second phase, third phase and fourth phase, something like that, with a stringent rules and regulation. Then only the FDA will give an approval. But in spite of that, so the people, the organizations like big pharmaceutical agents, companies have come forward with different kinds of drugs now. So remdesivir and many other kind of drugs which are being used for varieties of viral infections could be used for the this as well, COVID-19. Therefore, what do they do now here? WHO or an FDA has given an approval to use these kind of drugs to even for a COVID-19. Whether they are successful or not need to be known, because over the years or over the time, we will be able to decide. Because so already I have already mentioned you is that the China did not in some of the studies in the China did not respond to this, so it's an alarming again. Yes, so nevertheless it's been given to go to the different levels of phases, or I should say the final phase of a trial, so on to patients directly. So it can never be done like that without FDA approval. So nevertheless, you have companies which have been trying with vaccines as well, COVID-19. So we have come across with various kinds of companies like Plaquenil and BioNTech, Pfizer company, a popular company again, and Johnson and Johnson, and then Regeneron, and then Takeda, and then Hot Therapeutics, and then Arcturus, another one Lilly, GSK, Inovio. So these are the companies you can see over here. All of them are into a preclinical stage. So they can get into what you call as the final stage for the approval. They can file and then get an approval and then try on the patients. Myself, Dr. Devraju KS, Professor and Chairman, Department of Biochemistry, Karnataka University, Dharwad, Karnataka, India.